And there we are. Hello and welcome back to Longbox Crusade Studios. Everybody, I am Jared Ulrich, the art sale artist with an I finished it for our wonderful Crusaders Club members. And we appreciate each and every one of you. And that's why we do these bonus things. So today's I finished it, as you probably read in the title screen, Godzilla versus the Sea Monster on VHS. This movie actually came out in Japan in 1966, and it was called Abria Horror of the Deep. And then in 1968, it was released to the American audience, retitled Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. This was a fun little film. My son, Jordan, my older son, he is really into the Godzilla monster movie thing. So when I scored this at a Goodwill recently, he was very excited to watch it. We went out to the man cave building and we put on Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. It was a lot of fun. This is a very mid-60s, late 60s film. It definitely has this vibe. I don't know if it's by the way it's filmed or the costuming or whatever, but it definitely just screams I was made in the heyday of the James Bond, Sean Connery era. I'm not really saying it's anything like a Bond film, although I think maybe the sets and maybe some of the costumes just kind of was evocative of that era. It was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it. I did, because I love you guys, look up a little bit of trivia about this film before recording. And I already told you, 66 in Japan, and it's called Abria. And the root word ebi, E-B-I, means shrimp. So he's actually fighting a giant shrimp, which was a lot of fun. But more interestingly enough, the original story was crafted to be a King Kong story with Rankin and Bass Productions. They looked at it, decided they didn't like it, so Toho picked it up and turned it into a Godzilla story, which is interesting because Godzilla has some maybe not so Godzilla characteristic behaviors in this film. And if you start applying King Kong behaviors to Godzilla, it makes more sense. So originally it was King Kong. He was pulled out. Godzilla was put in. And there you have it. At one point, Godzilla fights like this big... I don't want to... Hang on. I got notes right over here. What's it called? I want to say... It's not a bird. It was a condor. So a type of bird. He fights this giant condor. And my son was like, hey, is that Rodan? And then we looked at it and he's like, no, it's some kind of other bird. But it was a reused Rodan prop that they just kind of changed a little bit, made the condor. The other big surprise from this movie as we were watching it is it has an appearance of Mothra, plays a role in this. And the two super tiny ladies who kind of help control Mothra, they're in it too. So very much in the Toho universe, Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. So if you're into monster movies, especially the older ones, a little campy, a little cheesy, but kind of colorful and fun, bam, Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. I would recommend it. It was pretty fun. And it doesn't overstay its welcome. I want to say, looking at the box, 88 minutes. So, yeah, they don't prolong it. It's a pretty fun little story. Of course, they do prolong. You don't get the Godzilla, like in all these movies. You don't even get the Godzilla like in the first hour. You kind of have to go with the human story up until Godzilla shows up, which is what makes everybody happy. And then he fights the sea monster. And like I said, Mothra gets involved and sort of the bastardized version of Rodan. Anyway, if this is up your alley, if you think you might like it, give it a shot. So it was fun and I enjoyed it. And again, thank you to all our Patreon sponsors out there, all you Crusaders Club members. We truly appreciate you guys. And I'm going to act froze until next time.